feel? How did it feel when I got my letter from the state? It was fantastic because I had that hanging over my head for a few months while the state was messing around with our application. But when I finally got that letter, it was a huge relief, and I owe that relief to Aero Marine Tax Professionals. Yeah, my name is Edward Twining. I recently purchased a 2023 Entegra Cornerstone RV, and I intend to use it, or I intended to use it after I retired, which I did. And I drove around the country looking at commercial real estate because that's going to be my second career. I found out about Aero Marine Tax Professionals through my business partner, who had purchased an airplane, and he told me about your company, and I immediately reached out and asked, do you do motorhomes as well? And you responded, yes, we do. The reason I hired Aero Marine was I was under the impression and understood, and correctly so, that you could help me avoid paying California state sales tax. And in my case, it was going to save me about $55,000 to $60,000. So that was why I called Aero Marine. After I initially made the phone call, I talked to Julie. We talked about the process. She forwarded me the contract, and also as well as the instructions that I needed to follow while I was in the process of obtaining the commercial use approval by the state. And yes, so Julie led me through the initial briefing. My time spent with Julie was time well spent. I needed a little hand holding for the first 6-7 months with my record keeping, and she kept me on track the whole way. Could I have done this on my own? Definitely not. I think the thing that surprised me most about your service was the hand holding that I needed all the way through, and how Julie kept me on track. If I didn't fill the mileage logs out, exactly correctly, if I skipped a stop along my way across the country and back, she was always there to say, what happened, and from this date to this date, did you make any stops? Where's the receipts? And if I hadn't sent them, I was able to find them and get them to her. I think, like I say, it was really the step-by-step instructions that I got all the way through the process, and there's no way I could have done it without her help. One of the great things was that I did have access to Aero Marine whenever I needed you, or whenever I had a question. I would either call, or I would send an email, and you guys always were really good about getting right back with me. What I would say to others about Aero Marine Tax Professionals is don't leave home without them. You call them, you talk to them, and you retain them, and you'll be very happy at the end of the process.